Hi there and welcome to Apple World. You all, Offset, are battling for his life since everyone, and I mean everyone, has been detesting on him since Cardi documented for separate from, well, perhaps not every person since you know that his daddy and sister are continuously going to guard him also, battle for his entitlement to undermine Cardi and K9 walk her through town. Well, it just so happens Offset's sister isn't the one in particular who has a monstrous mouth on her Card's sister, Hennessy. Carolina just entered the gathering visit and pummeled Offit for embarrassing Cardi. Not in the least did FY uncover Offit for treating Cardi seriously, yet she likewise implied that Offit had been mistreating Card's loved ones. You all need to plunk down for this on the grounds that Hennessy didn't come to play with Mr. Offit to swindle Offit. Now, one thing that we need to concur about is that Hennessy doesn't play about her sister Cardi and her nieces and nephews since she adores them down. She and Cardi have made it more than clear that they are each other's ride or pass on, which isn't astonishing on the grounds that they grew up together under a few not entirely ideal conditions. Currently, Hennessy has been extremely deferential of Cardi's would-be separations, and she hasn't expressed anything about them regardless. She's shielded Cardi's marriage against web savages on various events, like the time she protected Cardi when individuals were hauling her for having a child right off the bat in her profession, saying that it planned to demolish her vocation anyway. Hennessy applauded back at the savages, saying, "For what reason is anybody saying anything so mean to somebody? A child is a gift. Why would you discuss it like it's a terrible thing? My sister is a decent individual. I wouldn't believe no one should discuss her. It truly harms, however, I'm not going to allow them to worry me any longer. I'm drained of it. I know she's blissful. No more individuals discussing her. I know she knows she's cheerful, and she's free. We can go out and eat food, not conceal what she needs to wear, so the just time Hennessy discusses Card's marriage is to shield her actually. However, this time, she is putting Cardi soon to be ex-balanced on impact, utilizing him of suppose. Dottie attempting to cause intentional harm to Cardi just to be negligible, so you all most likely have a lot of experience with this Cardi and counterbalance, separate from that is doing at this point since it's been a train wreck these past 2 or 3 weeks, and Cardi petitioned for separate from 2 or 3 weeks prior. Later, Balance was uncovered for getting his side piece pregnant, and driving her to get free of it was super chaotic, and as indicated by reports, Hennessy was by Cardi's side, the end. Ire time, and she taken steps to go Solange on Offset. If you realize you know lift, definitely that sort of salon. Well, Cardi at last decided to leave reporting her pregnancy that very day that the separation broke the news, which was wild and had everyone discussing it for a really long time. Yet get this, it would seem Cardi didn't come to that choice all alone in light of the fact that her family purportedly constrained her into leaving Offset since they knew that she could show improvement over Offset, and you all need to think about who apparently was at the front. All things considered, Hennessy, that is who presently, like I say, Hennessy is Cardi's freed or bite the dust, and it likely was exceptionally difficult for her to watch her sister get embarrassed again and dedicated. By an insider, she was the person who initially began putting tension on Cardi to depart Offset, and when Cardi didn't move, Hennessy put tension on her folks to make Cardi leave, which eventually works yet. That's what, curiously, an insider guaranteed Hennessy has been in Card's ear, long before she took care of for separate from Offset. You all recall, when Cardi posted an image of Culture perusing, and Offset's mother reposted it saying, "Go Culture." That is when Cardi went on a tirade against Balance's family, saying, "I grew up poor, be that as it may, with such a lot of affection from my mother and father side of the family. I will not acknowledge nothing less from my youngsters. I won't acknowledge counter refit love from my children. My family is sufficient." Well, what might you realize, Hennessy was purportedly the person who persuaded Cardi that her family was enough, and that she didn't require Offset's impolite family, and deciding by how Counterbalance's family has been ill-bred to Cardi via virtual entertainment. I don't even need to envision what it might have been like in the background. It appears as Cardi is truly prepared to continue on from Balance. What means disaster for him in light of the fact that he's not so rich, as he gets a kick out of the chance to climb you all ability. He professes to have to such an extent cash and consistently got a stack facing his ear, and carries on with this sumptuous way of life for the gram. Well, it would seem it's invested Cardi's cash this entire energy. What's more, now that she's continued on, he is confronting monetary ruin. Could someone at any point say broke kid? Well, as per an insider, Cardi made the majority of the cash for the family she's tied in with saving and effective financial planning, Inverse is tied in with spending fiercely, so while the two of them brought in some cash during their marriage, the vast majority of the cash they have now is via Cardi, and most, I mean like 95% of it, and it's not simply cash that Cardi has. It's land. They own a home in Atlanta where Cardi and the kids stay. And they have a home in New Jersey where Card's mom stays. She's getting both of those homes without Card's cash. Offset is no place close as affluent as he depicts. That man burns through cash like water, and he's not indeed even hot like that any longer. Watch what his life winds up looking like without Cardi. Well, now Cardi has been attempting to keep things adorable, extremely bashful, very careful, cutesy with Offset, and she even rejected that his issues were even the justification behind the separation an insider gave within me on this separation, and said they've developed separated that drove her to this choice. More than anything else, this is the kind of thing she believes should do. Card's primary need is getting essential authority of their two kids. She has no malevolence towards him. She's hoping everything turns out great for him. She's not going into this time of her existence with any meat or show. She maintains that everything should be extremely quiet all around. Offset has been attempting to make things challenging for Cardi on the grounds that he is currently asserting that she arranged this entire thing for clout. As per this visually impaired thing, confidential meeting about the Touchfold female rappers collection occurred for this present week, and her supervisors don't think her fans are adequately spurred to keep it on the outline. Individuals who marked her are humiliated. The moles are talking. That is why she was so shaken for this present week. A exposure stunt is booked for the first 7-day stretch of August, while as indicated by Hennessy, you all need to think about who is supposedly behind the entirety of this. Offset, you all, as per sources, Cardi, as of now made arrangements to report her pregnant on the date that she reported it, and she had likewise currently sought legal separation and was looking out for the declaration. Yet allegedly Hennessy trusts that Offset released the news as a visually impaired thing to make it look like Cardi was dreaming up everything only for clout. Well, Hennessy, moreover, guaranteed that Offset is truly pungent as a result of how Cardi left him as a broke kid. See, in addition to the fact that he is in a monetary fix on account of his ways of managing money, yet he likewise owes a ton of cash to the IRS. Turns out that a couple of months prior Cardi left him, he was hit with the duty incline of $1.6 million, and that was not the only one, since he was additionally here with one more incline of a $32,988. Now, for somebody who's generally rapping about being rich and calling the rest of us some brokies, Offset sure has a ton of neglected bills piling up. Also, get this, Card's name is no place to be seen as on any of that dead, so it looks like it's everything on him. What in the city is that he owes a lot of different people cash as well. No doubt about it. He probably won't be balling as hard as he needs everyone to accept. Appears as though Card's the one with the genuine bank, and Hennessy was not about to allow him to get a piece of Card's cash pie. You all being destitute and a cheat is certainly a wild blend. I mean, indeed. Even Izest uncovered him for attempting to crush in her tune B. Belle? She said he got a B. Nevertheless, he realized, I don't tell, I'm a baddie. So of how she felt, I'm a baddie like that is the means by which you feel, and I'm thick cause I try not to miss a feast. And I'm thick cause I don't gotta waste. Think she pretty, however, changing her face, falling behind like B. Get your speed. It was entertaining to L took a spot she her man called. However, I be like, who did this? I'm a switchy B. I truly do this. Fair complexion, however I'm dark. You can tell about my hair I get. Cash B, I'm a mogul. So Cardi totally knew that that plate must be about her, and she applauded back with these honeybees have totally flipped out. I'm getting all my lickbacks on my collection. However, on every last one of you honeybees, these honeybees can't see me in my numbers or status. You all have an excessive lot of time to get up to speed. Can't see me in cash. Can't see me in genuine bequest style, and can't see me in individual, nor I'm not in a red race with not a single one of you honeybees. Yet I'ma show you all. Having Cardi beefing with Ice Flavor was somewhat insane and huge. Ups to Hennessy for having her sister's back. A genuine bite the dust. Yet these fans have been all around the tea, remarking see need to call Hennessy so she can deal with Offset like Solange did Jay. See whatever occurred among Offset and Cardi, I believe that Hennessy should have a Solange one with him for the way of life. And I love Cardi, however, how about we be for genuine? She ought to have left counterbalance. So after the initial time he cheated and saved herself the waste. Furthermore, humiliation. This is a prime illustration of never burning through your time attempting to improve someone. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.